adventure time!
Nilu, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the Sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Jude said that some Sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilu, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Trying to pull anything out of a Sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, Sumpter beasts sometimes eat not the textiles you ordered. So even if a Sumpter beast...
You've tested this?
But of course! How... I wouldn't dare experiment with such a...
True, it does...
Ho-ho! Have...
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen.
Tactic?
I wouldn't go that far. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was my philosophy is that our Nilu here is an extraordinary... After a while, I began... Anyway, since then, I've come to real...
It's okay. We're all friends.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment, they're fine for general use, but my customers have Nilu, why don't you take them?
Huh?
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to.
Even so, let me...
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should...
Wow, even...
Hurry and take it. Just look...
There's still one more store. Are you all right,
About time, Nilu. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. Ah, weren't they at the subset?
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I would...
Oh, yes, please do.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Wow, it's beautiful. Did you make it?
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little...
I know. I watched you make it. Oh, right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating guest.
Fascinating. Huh. That sounds kind of weird, but Paimon will let it slide.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. I'm a porter by trade.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now!
Thanks for the help, Mr. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so
Shut it. Fine, including Hushang's things, though.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear, strength and balance are both really...
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. The Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload. Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to...
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff. Oh, looking forward to the event later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumpter Man. Whew. Paimon's definitely going to eat it all back later.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya! Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer. Of course! Because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors. So we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first. Like I always owed someone some. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away. That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore. So really, don't worry about it. All right, I have to bring all this. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater. Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything. You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not. Off we go! Hup, yeah. Adventure time! Ah. Yeah. Off we go!
Dad, let me learn to dance.
Illusion shattered!
Dad, let me learn to dance.
More speed.
The world is full of lost ballads just waiting for me. More speed. Beg for mercy. Shudder. Crush. Shudder. Freeze to the core. Eye for an eye. More speed. More speed. Beg for mercy.
be mine. I condemn you. Think you can get away? Shudder. More speed. Brace yourself. Shudder. Beg for mercy. Crush. Hold the line. Freeze to the core.
Allow me.
I'm so curious about you, yeah, wanna keep it cool. But you know, every time I move, got you frozen. You get so shy, it's obvious. Catching pulls like butterflies, why don't you say what's on your mind? Did I hit bullseye? Shoot, I'm ready, aiming fire. Baby, whoa, feel like I'm not alive tonight. Yeah, tonight.
Yai Publishing House has released numerous works that lay out military strategy in a simple and pragmatic way. Those are my favorite.
Mystery alone. Gonna get seasick for sure. Cause I can feel a real connection, a supernatural attraction. I'm coming straight for you, yeah. Have stolen my primo gems. Never let it go, oh no. Pity back at zero, oh. Lightning straight to your
Respect must be given
pose,
to
oh yeah.
the will of
I
every
got other
creature.
cons for sure.
Each
Yeah, I
fish
got
in the
other
ocean swims in its own
constellations.
direction.
Boy, I know you got the pulls. Boy, I know. I know you know it too. This cannot be right. Why are you here? I've already gotten 5. Are you sure this is right?
Same, right?
I wonder what's on your mind, cause you got me broke, I don't wanna be a fool. Is it dumb that I cannot win a pool? Underneath the starlights, baby, going back to zero pity. I know faded is such a funny thing, a mystery. Gonna get seasick for sure, cause I can feel a real connection, a supernatural attraction. I'm coming straight for you, yeah. You have stolen my primo gems. Never let it go, oh no. Pity back at zero, oh. Lightning straight to your pose, oh yeah. I got other cons for sure, yeah. I got other constellations. Boy, I know. I know you got the pulls. Boy, I know. I know you know it too. Boy, I know. I know you got the pulls. Boy, I know. I know you know it too. You've got my attention, so what's your intention? Tell me, come on, what's the deal?
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
Let your eyes reveal that you'll give me your pull.
Let's go find some treasure.
You have stolen my primo gems. Never let it go, oh no. Pity back at 0. Oh, oh. Lightning straight to your balls. Oh, yeah. I got other cons for sure. Yeah, I got other constellations. Boy, I know. I know you got the bulls. Boy, I know. I know you know it too. Boy, I know. I know you got the bulls. Boy,
Yaya
boy,
Publishing
I know.
House has
I
released
know
numerous
you
works
know
that
it
lay
too.
out military strategy in a simple and pragmatic way.
Where did that
Those
come
are my
from?
favorite.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Every time I move, got you frozen. You get so shy, you got
Benny's Adventure Chain, assemble! Or not. No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go! Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Ha!
You want to learn some Favonia's book?
Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction.
Beg for mercy. To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
Yeah. 真夜中のもしもしどういう意味わかんないそれでも電話を取った Yeah いつも恋人ふりをして今夜遊びが好きだけわかってるのに相手をした Yeah 君に魅了された今回が最後だって何度も言ったLonely, you turn me on like a light switch 君が近づいてきた瞬間もう抵抗したくない欲望がされたい You turn me on like a light switch 君が近づいてきた瞬間僕を手のひらの上で踊らされるよ Baby 君に振り回されるのがとても嫌だけど姿を見ると怒れないよ No いつも恋人ふりをして今夜遊びが好きだけわかってるのに相手をしたい Yeah された今回が最後だって何度も言った Turn me on like a light switch
Shudder. Crush. Rack and ruin. Beg for mercy. Shudder. Crush. Flood of frost. Eye for an eye. What a sorry sight. Disengage. That's an order.
wanna keep it cool, but I know every time you move, got me frozen. I get so shy, it's obvious. Catching feels like butterflies. If I say what's on my mind, would I hit bullseye? Shoot, I'm ready, aiming fire. Baby, I feel like Cupid's alive tonight. Yeah, tonight. If your heart beats the same way, let me know. 'Cause I'm boom, boom, boom from head to toe. And I know loving is such a funny thing, a mystery, oh Lord. Gotta get to know you more, 'cause I can feel a real connection, a supernatural attraction. I got the feels for you, yeah, 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 yeah. You ever stolen my heart, oh yeah. Never let it go, oh, oh, no, never let it go, oh, oh, oh. Lightning straight to my heart, oh yeah. I got all the feels for sure, yeah, I got all the feels for you, oh. Girly, girly, girl, I know I got the feels. Girly, girly, girl, I know you feel it too.
Nice to meet you. I've actually been watching you for a long time already. My name's Nikita. I might look like a child, but don't be fooled. I understand this world much better than any grown-up. So, can we trade knowledge? I want to hear all about your travel stories. So, what would you like to know in return? If you're not sure what to do next, something on your mind to get what they say is true. Quick, let's find shelter, or mushrooms would start growing. Did you know that the sound of thunder is the prelude to new life? Can you hear that? The weather is the wind never blows in the same. My past is quite monotonous. I was thinking, your birthday celebration needs to be
What else do I need to create the most dreadfully disgusting cocktail?
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk? Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I wasn't waiting for you. I just happened to be resting.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
些細な喜びたちを育てていきませんかあなたの顔が少し寂しそうでジョークの一つでも言えたらな溢れる気持ちに戸惑っては何度もしたためるラブレターいつまで丸めて捨ててるの目と目合えば不思議なもんで無理して笑ってもバレてしまうなでも大丈夫あなたがいるのならば気の利いたこと言えないけど一緒にねこに会いに行きませんか喜びたちを育てていきませんか
Disengage. That's an order. Shut up. Shine down. Illusion shattered. Shine down. Crush. Now we shall perish.
sure was a lot of stuff. Oh, looking forward to the event later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumter Man. Whew.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad. Of course, we're all like neighbors.
With this many free...
Later on, when you order the wrong item or make too much, that's why there's no need to stress over the free.
Oh,
This has become our. So really, all right. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. Nope. You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
wow. The atmosphere here is so... Hey there.
Doesn't look...
Hey!
You, on the other hand, how would you describe the concept of mere curiosity is all? It makes no difference whether you answer, so that unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts. Is art a product that I, for one, but I've been staying here. I prefer to abstain. The existence of the theater, of Nilu, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of...
How does that have anything to do with us?
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art? I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you. To chance upon a spark of inspiration. I have been closely observing you, the players on the stage, and those watching in the audience. Art.
Hello.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please. Ah, I see. I'm just, making a prop.
Is that embroidered?
No. Well, it's just, sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an oddball. Is prop making something to be that jumpy about? Oh well, it's none of our business.
Hey there. Are you two?
You got it!
My name is Raykar. The little ones causing a ruckus are my children. So they always get really excited every time we hold a celebration event. Yes, they are. There's good work here. I'm quite content with...
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
It's all right. It's all water under the... My husband and I were both adventurers. Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, But I still consider myself lucky. Mr.
Sorry for bringing up...
Oh, it's all right. Once the event starts...
Look! Nilu's back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who is behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya, so we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so he'll be okay.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and experiences.
All right. I'll remember that. Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now. To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
It appears to have been very effective. Well, is that
Huh? Wait,
Well, What?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead. So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you academia big shots...
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that.
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Cyno doesn't seem to be...
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me.
Yeah! Say something to boost morale!
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Oh, it's Nilu!
Hey, everyone.
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
But you also look like you're up to no...
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join you? You mean...
Yes. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance?
Huh? I can't believe my... Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are... I must admit that I'm a little scared, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much.
Yep.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super awesome!
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation can be the difference between success and failure.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently. It's been nice.
Huh?
Oh,
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so...
Okay. So I guess that means it's time to say goodnight now.
Yep! Good night, everyone! Today is the Academia's Niagarba...
hello, you two.
Not really. What about you all, Hey?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After...
You just...
It's crucial to dissipate any tension.
The only thing you're doing...
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Surasthana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it could no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So,
Don't forget, today is Nagarbaha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of it. If precedence holds, the Academia
everyone should be in position.
Let's go. Yes.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you...
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking and, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look—
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? The sages search for you, so, from the start, the sage—
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student.
As I expected.
It's nothing.
All right. Think—
What the heck just happened?
I'm afraid I don't know what.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people.
We shouldn't waste any more time.
Is this the academia?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana,
There are a lot of students going through here.
the academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nagarbaha Day. Just act now.
What's this place?
It's a lift that academia personnel use.
Are we gonna take it then?
No, not right now. We can't.
You think the Grand Sage will, and after he does, we—
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current—
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind. Do not tell me you believed the academia would not grow suspicious. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts.
Great Sage. I didn't expect—
I'm sure. But compared to you, it's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet 2 of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to— The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion.
This place is crawling with guards.
All right then, traveler. Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many You seem to know. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather—
Trivia?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work. Creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, we shall regain a god's guidance at long last. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born. Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Care for the people, fend off sandstorms, fabricate silly fairy tales. These are but child's play for the academia. Does that make us equal to the gods? We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, with that in mind, it is better to—
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Alhaitham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of information about her ready for your perusal.
Alhaitham? We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed as it is Niagarba.
We'll be monitored.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, to put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an Are you not familiar with the concept that great In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly—
You're
despicable. Perhaps from your perspective, but your ploy was to sacrifice—
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say.
Must I delineate your entire plan? First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Rebat. However, judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant— The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for— With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've—
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. If I'm correct, you have a contingent sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as— Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice— As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return—
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular However, under the current
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you—
So flight is turned— Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule?
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Niagarbaha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Don't lock us up! Let us out! Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get her locked up on purpose?
She's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to the successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk she poses to them. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. She has a more important task once she's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up,
No wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with... There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... The faster it blinks, the better the signal! Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure. Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything?
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying, kept listening to my people and their hearts, kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. so I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me. And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not needed? How do I really feel about all of this? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
Who are you? Whose voice is that? You're right, though. I won't ignore my own voice anymore.
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just... when I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! Great! We weren't locked up for nothing. When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any sounds outside. You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarbaha Day stuff? Yep! So that means our next act is Nilu's performance!
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for the—
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance.
All right, but if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help you.
Don't worry.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll—
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Nilu!
Definitely more than usual.
It's okay. Just focus on your...
You sure know how to talk.
Well, thank you both.
Ooh, that sounds great.
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from going to the Academia.
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects escaped.
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh well.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Hey, Nilu! Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Our bait people away with Yalda candy. Do you want some candy?
VR, thank you so. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on.
You have a point.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's come to think of it. When did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that— Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary— It's a time-tested trick of his. Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart. Let's review our plan. Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals. With the doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyargarbaha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances? That's horrible!
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyargarbaha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so, the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Sure sounds complicated. But it seems like if everything goes well, that's pretty clever. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can ask her in person.
All right. After the guards in the Academia are gone,
Then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine. Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the Academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers have already sprung into action.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but outside the Academia, this is our hunting ground.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
Yeah, all they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is their numbers.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation, following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated to teach him a good lesson to...
Indeed. The trap has been set.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards.
You gave such an important task to that child. Will he be okay?
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to...
You've got a point. Anyway...
Good luck.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Relax. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention.
Okay, got it.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isak.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Huh? Did I just see? I'd better go have a look. Were my eyes playing trick? I should go check to see if someone's hiding. There seems to be nothing here. Just to be safe.
Good thing they didn't find me. I was close.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh no, they found me. Where should I go?
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali. Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali. Who exactly are you all? Eremites from the desert?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition, or a personal grudge. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City, but mercenaries from the desert somehow ambushed us!
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourselves!
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Niagarbha Day ceremonies, but it's much quieter than usual. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one? Guards? Guards!
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand Sage. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest. I thought you knew.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I would. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that...
What happened? Just Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. What manner of trickery did they employ? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your order.
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary. The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now is to confirm Lesser Lord Kusanali. Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana?
Confirm? No. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but... how can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is if we have to confirm the information and not... Then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't...
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha. To believe...
No, Grand Sage.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people.
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest me. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes.
What a comical sight, Azar. Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino. The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as always.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Then tell me.
You want to buy time? As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious crime.
So what?
No. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might be locked up in here for the rest of our lives? Thinking about it, at least Paimon has you. We could still chat like this. When Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the
Here comes your savior.
Dia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid of?
Now isn't the time to talk about things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the sages bossing them around. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time.
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands. Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. He has no choice but to obey. So, hurry to the sanctuary. We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
Should I say, it's nice to meet you? This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me, but I also need to apologize. During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia. Exactly! We're here because you're a good Archon and one of our friends! Thanks, you two. Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body. It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. My concept of self has become so clear. But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued an Archon, and now she needs your help to save her country, and even the entire world. It's okay. With you here, Paimon's sure that everything will work out. There's one more thing. What is it? For all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as their Archon, I will make them pay. Ah! Wow! That's the spirit! I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly? Yes, true. That reminds me. We need to hurry and I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control it. First things first. I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me in the Akasha. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it originally was, only operable by the Archon. After all, the Academia betrayed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's trust. This might take some time. In the meantime, you should also work on your own preparations. If we don't stop the God creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough fight. You might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all... How's it going, Nahida? I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly brilliant. Oh, also, this is for you. Huh? What's this little floaty thingy? It's a small device I put together just now. You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations. Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied! When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon because she isn't unique anymore! It's alright, Paimon. It can't replace you. It's only a flying device. But you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend. You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was as smart as you. Hmm? I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. I wasn't trying to comfort you. Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even happier. By the way, there's something I need to confess. Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at fighting. You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well loved as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support. I'm glad I can rely on you. So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right. I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence, so let's skip to it. This is where you've been, Kainari? That's...
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Tainari, everything's... Am I going to die until Tainari?
What happened?
Okay. You just have a small fever.
Really?
No can do.
Oh...
Hey, let me ask you...
I don't know. It's different from after I got out.
Could it be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Traveler, Paimon.
Mr. Forest Watcher.
I gave him some antipyretic. I told him that he would feel better after some... His symptoms resemble a fever.
What do we do?
If memory serves, a small number grow in... They're expensive. I'll ask the caravans.
All right.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Yep.
Doesn't seem like one. The only thing they have in common is...
We feel the same...
All right. There's no time to wait. Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Closed?
It's a long... They were mechanical. Our caravans had to... All the merchants talked it over.
I don't get it. If the raising prices won't solve anything.
Mr. Forest Watch, we asked around, and apparently we can't keep waiting out here for...
So the bandit hid in the contaminated region. How many people were there in total?
That crook came from the contaminated region.
Nope.
Even if I tell you, you might not believe me.
What the heck? The Avidia Forest has creatures like that?
To be honest, it came out of nowhere. We were all shocked.
I see.
Oh, but not only that, but you'll be...
Enough.
Maybe one... If you're interested.
All right. Well...
That mechanical 10 of us might not. Didn't the academy... Our salaries even...
After the goods were... It turns out that... However, the caravan carrying a... Whatever the case.
I heard from the caravan. We don't normally see it. It only shows up when the
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have. However, it apparently... Once its stash grows...
How are things?
We learned of its behavior, assuming normal if I were its own, but it only goes after...
Right.
So...
Do you have any more mechanic...
Yes, Oh...
Under constant external condition. Here's what we know, so if we have well...
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back,
We don't need anything in return. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
I'll have to decline that offer. Once it appears, capture it.
Don't worry. We're
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter...
Then let's get to it.
Okay. This sumpter beast isn't familiar with us yet.
The Sumpter Beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it. Why'd it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The caravaner...
All right, it's moving again. Did you hear?
It looks strong. Be careful.
Rain outlines your fate. Teamwork is dreamwork. Witness the power of good.
Sharing my knowledge. Just try to escape. Hey, playing dumb won't save you.
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but the stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. Any objections? You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? If you take us there, I'll give you some...
It reacted.
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may...
Okay, so you want the crowd to lead us into the...
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter. If we charge straight in, I've been studying this contaminated...
Paimon gets it now.
It doesn't have to. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can...
It seems to be real.
Listen to me. Wait, we'll be back soon. If you're still here when we... I'm not sure, but our priority, we should return. But before...
Oh! These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them. Thank you. Don't worry about the price.
2 is enough.
No, that won't do.
No need.
Reward? You mean...
But those parts are very... I retrieved the things you needed. Oh, and before we go, just...
Noted. Thank you.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can...
Oh! Hi there, Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment.
No need. A precise dosage is required.
Oh.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to... He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me...
How is he? Doing any... I feel like he's doing... That's wonderful! Oh yeah! He asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier. Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank...
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear I asked you?
Of course I did!
Yes. We're going to the contaminated region. Judging by... I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you!
Many things are learned by doing. And deal with problems as you yourself see fit.
That's right! You... Alright! Then I'll do... Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves!
We'll be all right. You put too much confidence in me. Let's return and find that...
What is this place? Wow! Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of the city? The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. That's true. They were already hiding one god, so... Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia alone. The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back. Yeah! Or else they wouldn't have been that generous. Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the academia sages. He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process. The Fatui Harbingers are all such weird... So, this Fatui that we had previously come into contact with his consciousness. One is the desire for a gnosis, The other obsession is probably related to his past.
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a Gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. The more we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation. Alright, time to go.
There is no escape! No, my sword!
Let's begin.
Rain outlines your fate. Ring cutter, let's light it up!
My duty.
Everybody stand!
History period level. Committed to memory.
This isn't good.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes. The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
No, my sword! Witness the power!
History period level.
This isn't good.
Shine down! Rain outlines your... Go in! Ring cutter!
Make yourselves at home. Committed to memory.
Torn to oblivion!
Can't run from dead.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
There's no escape! No, my sword!
Let's move.
Teamwork is strength!
Grow.
I will.
Everybody stand back! Witness the power of God. Commit it to memory. The Temple of Wisdom. Yeah.
This isn't good.
Now you shall perish.
Looks like I...
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. Oh no, what should we do? Are you nervous, If you really want to know... Yes, I am. I feel not just nervous, but curious as well. Curious? Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, and if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur. So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans. And now, at long last, I'm not just an observer anymore. I will personally experience my own fate with... Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon thinks she understands what you're feeling. Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now. So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura, it really feels like the gods! A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply. How much effort and resources from a purely technological perspective? You sure are something! Dishing out compliments at a time like this? But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every Gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power. and the thrill of anticipation for our contention.
Nahida wouldn't feel the same.
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place.
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up again.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence. Unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer. The God of Wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War.
Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Sharing my knowledge.
Insignificant pest!
Torn to oblivion! Ha!
Tremble!
Shine down! Ring
Burn to oblivion! Kneel!
There is no escape! But why do they never miss? Adventure time! Off we go!
Tremble!
Roll! Make yourself at home!
That's gonna hurt, and this is just my luck. Rain outlines your fate.
Reality is pain! This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you. Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you, the first sage of Boor.
1,000 eons, mine to dominate!
Witness the power of Gua.
Burn to oblivion!
I'm going in!
Share my knowledge. Commit it to memory.
Kneel!
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Not good.
Reality is pain!
There is no escape. No, my sword. The pet rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Good riddance, cruel world.
Adventure time.
Torn to oblivion.
Grow, grow, grow. Make yourselves a home. Yeah.
Possible.
Rain cutter. Huh? Everybody stand back.
The Temple of Wisdom. Committed to memory.
Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down!
Humans. Filthy humans. No! Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Huh. This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata to be as polluted as this. Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even I don't completely understand. Your inference seems logical enough. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice, and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausting her power. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500, but I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself already in danger.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge pollution, then does that mean, in order to save us, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration of Irminsul. I'm just sharing her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe. There is madness, chaos, and pain all around us. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, so that's all we could hear. But now, we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery. We can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with her lucid consciousness. And then, we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person. Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while we are here. Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear mind. Don't worry, it should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours clear, Paimon.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat? That's the boat of consciousness, which symbol... Wow! What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Make yourselves at home. Yeah.
Let me weave you a verse. Let's light it up!
There is no escape!
Sharing my knowledge.
I'm going in! Huh? Rain outlines your...
Ha! Now you shall perish!
Look! A four-leaf sigil has appeared in the sky!
Shine down!
Witness the power of Gawak, huh?
Everybody stand back! Make yourselves at home! I see everything!
Rain cutter! Know my sword! Rain outlines your...
The Temple of Wisdom! Everyone hold hands!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's...
Torn to oblivion!
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first. We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida? Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the boat of We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact? Huh? But everything's been completely normal for Paimon. Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before? No. It seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job. Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her. So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul? Well, this is the place. We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is... Is that... me? She looks exactly like me. Are you Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature? Why?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years, but you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me. But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to will be yours alone, along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom. Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Tevat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone, which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no. I've experienced that pain in your consciousness.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. Even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize what that implies? You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. Removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Boer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
No need to feel so sad, Boer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding the answer. These are the words in their entirety. Let the world come. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying? I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. But I feel very sad. Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Ermin soul consciousness from 500 years ago. Then, we removed the remaining pollution from Merman soul.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Huh? That sound.
I've been waiting here far too long.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. This is the only thing of interest I've found among the saints. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous.
Negotiate with me? I heard you.
I left Sumeru. Even the god of wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition.
You mean...
An astute, even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into That's all there is to it. Indulge.
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the god of wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so
short-sighted? You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this.
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there? Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, Judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the god of wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the god of wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, with negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say. Together! Okay. Wake her up. Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now, right? Come on, Traveler.
Surely that little girl must be leaving soon.
Our recent catch was great. Definitely have enough for a grand feast this time.
How many Rubishava mushrooms do I need to sell to buy a property in town?
Surely that little girl must be leaving.
Our recent catch was great. Definitely have enough for a grand feast.
Wait, 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 wait. これから知ってるのはどうして僕にはどんな魔法かけたか Baby, baby ずっと僕のそばにいて俺らしから結婚式の日を聞きたい君の笑顔を見てから君を嬉しくさせる苦しい音は好きだ僕は君に夢中幸せにする二人の目が合った瞬間に一目惚れした恋に落ちた二人の目が合った瞬間に恋に落ちたんだ間違いない Yeah 僕のことどう思うか Yeah 僕のことどう思うか気持ちに答えてほしいよ僕の子に心もう抑えないよ君が好きになったから終わらず恋は辛いお願い僕を助けて君の笑顔を見たから君を嬉しくさせる 瞬間に一目惚れした恋に落ちた二人の目が合った瞬間